I feel like I'm sat in the middle there.
I think it's gone.
Is that okay? You're going to sat in the middle?
Some.
I'll wait just for people to come over and then we'll start off. So just to let you know, guys, the first two swings are Robert Coles and his son Dexter. They're the first two swings we're doing in this week's swing analysis, okay? By the way, how good's the weather been today for Mother's Day? If you're not from the UK, do you still do Mother's Day in the United States? Or is it just the UK thing? I don't know. If you actually know that answer, just comment down below. I'm not even sure about that. Hi guys, welcome. Sunday swing analysis on AlexElliottGolf. Welcome. Like you all know already, it's all about analysing the swings, going through the swings, answering a few questions, and giving you guys some tips and sharing a few success stories as well. Like we've got Mark Wallace, another one of the subscribers who's actually really improved his golf, which is absolutely great. Just before we start swings, I'm going to get into it really quick because I've got 22 to go through, which is great, absolutely great. Did some filming today. We went to Wilmslow Golf Club, done a putting tips, which is great, which goes live on Tuesday. And also, we've done a course vlog, which goes live on Thursday. But for some more interesting news, on Thursday, we were actually doing some filming with Chris Hansen, European Tour player, kept his card last year. I think he's finished 109 at the Order of Merit. So well done to Chris. So we're filming with him. We're going to get so much content for you guys. And we're doing a what's in the bag. And I know a lot of you guys have wanted to see a what's in the bag. So we're doing that for you. So without further ado, this is Dexter. Now this is Robert Coles' son. So Robert, if you're watching now, this is for Dexter. Just move a little bit closer. I'll just look at it now, and I'm going to show you guys as well. Now watch this, guys.
Can't see it.
Let me show you again. Now what's that finish? It's so good. Look at that. That movement into the ball, Dexter, is absolutely great, by the way. Really good work. The one thing I'd just like to see is that right foot, as you saw in the video, that right foot comes off the ground a little bit. Let's try and keep that foot planted so you've got a nice, really big, stable base. So Mark, when you've seen Dexter hit some balls, bit of a wide stance. Robert. When you've seen Dexter hit some balls, make sure he's got a nice, really wide base. So his feet at centre two, he's got a solid base. And just as another pointer, the movement into the ball is absolutely great. But I'd just like to see, instead of this club working so round the body, I'll just move the camera for you, and we'll just show you that, moving around the body this way. I'd like to kind of see it. Look, I know this is not even something, this is a little bit technical, but what you could do is, to make it easy for Dexter, put a tee on the ground, outside the hands, so you've got to take the club over the tee, then round the corner. So over the tee, round the corner onto the shoulder, instead of being so round the corner straight away. So in theory, it's outside the hands, there and round the corner. But to make it simple for Dexter, just a tee, outside the hands, outside the ball line, swing it over the tee, Dexter, and round the corner, which is a really simple way of creating a backswing that is not too on the inside on the way back. This is really going to help you. So it's going to make the club in a better position at the top of the swing in order to then get it more consistent on the downswing. But in all, Dexter, the movement into the ball is absolutely great. I just like to see a bit more of a solid base, okay? So feet 10 to 2, you keep that solid base, don't let that right foot come up. That's just going to cause issues when we get later down the line. But this movement, let me show you this, guys. This is how Dexter does really well. Now watch this into the ball. It's very impressive for a young lad. Show you again.
Slow it down a bit. Yeah. Slow it down, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, guys, so you can just see it. Now watch this. Really good. Now look at that. Now that is really good balance for a young kid. What I see in a lot of young guys is when they swing through off the feet, losing their balance. Now Dexter does this really well. He keeps his balance. But like I said, two simple tips. Let's make sure he swings it out over a tee on the outside. Keep the club outside his hands, which is a really simple way of creating a bit more of a more solid backswing and a solid backswing top of the swing position. And then keeping that foot on the ground. Keep the right foot on the ground. Keep a solid base. Just think Rory McIlroy, Dexter. You got the Rory McIlroy follow through. Why not the Rory McIlroy backswing? So that's my 2 tips for you, Dexter. Now, move on to your dad. Oof. Let's talk about your dad's swing. No, I'm joking. It's also very good, Robert. I'm just going to show you one here. So everyone, this is Robert, Dexter's dad. As you can see, looks like a very, very good golfer. Let me show you again, guys. A really nice move. So Robert, the thing I'm seeing here, top of the backswing position is great. Really nice top of the backswing. Really nice through the ball. I just kind of seeing that this club looks a little bit held off through this way. As in, if we're coming through the shot, I'll just show you this here. This chair out of the way. This movement here through the ball is a little bit this way held off. I'd kind of like to see this kind of almost release a little bit, so it goes a little bit more here. It's not as round the body, it's more released down the line. Imagine, show this camera tilt a little bit. Yeah, up. Thank you. Imagine this club was thrown down the driving range. I wouldn't throw it held off, would I? I'd throw it this way, with my right arm, go from here, through, and throw it down the range. So I just like to kind of see this club be released a little bit more through the swing. Just basically, it might give you a few more yards for one, because the club's being released a little bit more. But also, I just feel like you're probably going to be a little bit fade biased or tendency for a bit of a pull. So I like to kind of see this club released a little bit more down the line this way, not as pulled across. So release down the line this way, not as pulled this way. Okay, really simple. But your backswing position is absolutely great. I like how short the backswing is. It looks really solid, really compact. So let me just show you on the video what I do like this, everybody. Let me get that up for you. So this is the reason I like this top of the backswing position. Let me pause it at the top. Now, guys, really, really solid top of the backswing position. Like I said, this movement here is what I'm trying to think you can improve. This one here, I think it just looks a little bit held off. Now, you could be hitting a fade, so I could be picking this out and you could be thinking, oh, well, I was hitting a fade. Well, that's completely fine, so ignore that, Robert, if I'm saying that. But if that's your general shot, I'd see it's kind of released a little bit more through. Imagine you're throwing the club, handle in your hand here, and throwing it down the range. Sling it down the range this way, and sling it this way up into the air. So, really simple tips. Dexter, keep your feet on the ground, really nice finish, and make sure that backswing's a little bit better. And for your dad, just try and make sure you release that club a little bit more through the golf swing. But all in all, guys, very good, very balanced. I just kind of like to see that club release a little bit more if you're not hitting a fade right there. Because if you're hitting a fade, I can understand why it looks a little bit held off. But guys, thank you for sending them in. Looks absolutely great. What I would do is, for you, Robert, obviously a very good player. So I like to see, if you're struggling with your game, I like to see you better pitching better. Have you got pitching positions? Just as a little side, guys, before we move on, I'll do this for all of you and whoever's listening now. It's really good advice. I use kind of 3 pitching positions, and this is going to be really good for Robert if you don't already use it. So I put a club at the ball, which is this position here, which is this, pointing down at the ball with my first position. Then I go put a club at the ground, or 90, 99, 90 degrees, and then hands to shoulder. So 3 pitching positions. Now I do these, guys, with my 58, my 52, my pitching wedge. Now that gives me 2 yardages, or 3 different yardages with the 3 different clubs. So that's a really, really good variance of shots. So I can hit the same yardage with the 58 as I can with 52. This one goes a little bit higher. This one goes a little bit higher than that one. So 58 goes a little bit higher than 52. Gives you so much variance, so much shot selection when you're coming into play. So, Robert, for you, you've obviously got a very good swing, very good player. If you're struggling with your scoring, try those pitching positions. So, one more time, guys, it's put a club at the ball, put at the ground, or 90 degrees, put the right arm, left arm, hands to shoulder. It's a really simple way of getting 3 consistent pitching positions. Now, for me, how I work these out is I put cones down at certain yardages, and you'll find there's a pattern. You'll find 52 will go the same distance as the 58 long one. So for me, I hit, say, my 52, 85 yards, put a club at the ground, but my full 58 will be 85 yards, or 88 or 83, round about the same thing. Now, that one goes a little bit higher than 58, and the 52 goes a little bit lower. So it gives you so much variance going to hard, soft greens, into the wind, downwind. It's so, so key to have those pitching positions to improve your scoring. Say if you're off 9 and you think, oh, I want to get down to 5. How can I do that? Pitching is a big thing, because I know, like, anybody plays around Manchester, some of the courses aren't very long, and then if you're a good driver of the ball, you can keep it in play. Having those pitch positions, you can really take advantage of those short holes and give you a chance to make some birdies. So guys, if you actually use pitch positions, comment down below. Let me know if you use them, or if you never use them, let me know if you're going to use them. So it's buckle up the ball, buckle up the ground, hands to shoulder. 3 really easy pitch positions. Just hit 10 balls of each. Measure where the balls pitch, not where the balls finish. Balls pitch. We want pitching distances, okay, guys, because they're going to know where they. Say if you go over water, if it's 85 over the water, you know you pitch at 86. You know you can pitch it 1 yard over that water. So moving on to the next swing, guys.
Ben Davies, second one down.
So moving on to Ben Davies here. Let me show you guys here. So,
Getting really close.
this is Ben Davies. Now, I'm just going to circle something for you, Ben. Now, just a few things I picked up here, Ben, is this foot action, so, and this long backswing. So I'd kind of like to see a shorter backswing, which we'll talk about in a second, but let me highlight this foot action for you. Now everybody watch this left foot through the ball. I know Bubba Watson comes up with his feet, but I think we can get a bit more solid base. Now watch. So, now this could come for a bit of hyperextension, so a bit of hyperextension could jump you off your feet. And what I mean by that is when we come through the ball and the hips move this way, which makes us jump off. So, I can't say that because it's not down the line, but I'd like to see a bit more of a solid base to those feet. I'd like to see a bit of a short backswing, Ben. So, when you get to the top of the backswing, I don't want to see the club go past parallel, even with driver. Let me show you the top of the backswing. I think, for me, I like to go just past the right shoulder. I think that comes with a nice bit of rotation from the upper half. And we're not getting too long. I think this long position here can get a little bit inconsistent. I like to see a nice, solid, not short, but just compact backswing. And then from there, I think by having a bit of shorter backswing, it's going to be less tendency to be really harsh and really fast through the ball, throw yourself off your feet, because throwing yourself off your feet can lead to this, which you get a little bit this way, Ben, as well, behind the ball. So all in all, Ben, just to keep it really simple, I like a bit more of a wider stance of the driver. That's going to give us a bit more of a solid base. Shorten that backswing up. Don't get as long. But it's absolutely great that position because you are, well, very flexible, which is a really nice backswing. But just for talking consistency, I like a little bit shorter backswing. And then as we come into the ball, we've got this movement here, guys. See, a little bit behind it. Now we're hitting driver on here on the up, but a little bit behind it. The right, the left. I can't think of right and left. Look at the camera. And the left foot is coming off the ground. So I know a lot of good players do actually do that, but if we're talking consistency, we don't want to be. I want to keep a solid base. We use that ground. I want to keep that ground with us. That's where we get all our power from. So I'd like to see shorter backswing and keep that base a bit more solid. So wider stance and shorter backswing. And I think what's going to help you, Ben, if you can get a little bit more rotation through the ball, not as this way, a little bit more rotation left through the ball. So if I saw your impact, it'll be this way, not as this way towards it, because I think this movement towards it throws you off your feet. So a little bit more rotation left through the ball. Now, a little good drill for this is place a wedge under your right foot. Keep that wedge under that foot for as long as you can. Now, this is not to do with driver, this is just to do with irons, but this may help you with driver. So I just want to see you shorter backswing, solid base, bit of a wider stance to the driver, and try hitting balls with a wedge under your right foot. It may help you make a little bit more rotation, it may not, but definitely, it's not going to do any harm to go and try that, okay?
Peyton underscore 33 on Instagram.
So this is Peyton underscore 33. Now this was sent in from Instagram, guys. By the way, who's watching the WGC this week? Who are you most impressed with, actually? Comment down below. Who are you most impressed with this week? My favourite, I like John Ram, but then Justin Johnson is unbelievable. I'm going to say the other day in commentary, he's almost looking like Tiger-esque, which is a very, very big comment to make. But if you actually agree, who are you most impressed with? And do you think Justin Johnson at the moment looks Tiger-esque in his pump? I know he's not won as many as him, But do you think he looks like? Comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are. So, let me show you something, guys, again. You're all swinging it great, by the way. I know I keep saying this every week, but I'm actually surprised how many people swing it so good. I mean, it's a credit to the state of golfers at the moment, and so many good coaches out there, and everybody's swinging it really well.
And anyone sending it in now, isn't it?
Guys, if you're actually sending it in now, unfortunately, because I've got so many to go through in this hour, it will not be done tonight, okay? It will be done next week, though, so do not worry. You also have to be a subscriber. That is the key thing about this. You subscribe, then you keep up to date. We can keep up to date with how you're swinging it, and we just keep a bit more of a coach-player relationship. It just makes it better all round. So if you're sending them in now, guys, and you really want to get them analysed, that's not a problem. We are happy to do that. But you have to be subscribed, and unfortunately, if they're not sent in before we go live on that night, they will not be done this week, okay? They'll be done next week. Don't worry, you'll get it done eventually, just maybe a bit week down the line. So, let me show you the next swing. Nice turn there, nice position here. And nicely through the ball. It's really nice rotation through the ball, and nice finish. That is Rory McIlroy-esque right there as well. Nice. So, first thing I'm kind of, it's difficult from this angle, but I'd kind of like to see that club face of your driver, if I show you guys, is at the top of the backswing. Here, it's pointing the sky. Now, I know Dustin Johnson is like that, and there's so many people that say that's a good backswing position, but for me, I like this left wrist to match the club face, and I like it not to point the sky. I like the sole of the golf club to point the sky. That is just more of a neutral swing position, backswing position with the golf club. And I'm not saying that's correct and this is wrong, but it's got to be better having it more neutral. So let me highlight this for you. Let me circle this. So I'd like to kind of see this backswing position here be less tailored to pointing the sky. Let me show you that, guys. See how there that club head is pointing to the sky? Sorry, I missed the brightness. I'll try and tilt it so you can see a little bit better. No, sorry. There we go. So see how it's pointing the sky? So if we're talking outside neutral backswing position is, and club face position at the top of the backswing, I'll show you this at the top. If we just move that camera a little bit, please. Let's keep going here. I like to kind of see, instead of this at the top, thank you. Instead of this facing the sky, I like to kind of see the sole pointing to the sky more this way, okay? So if this might just stop my backswing, it wouldn't be like this, pointing the sky, it'd be more like that. And this now all comes down to grip. For me, I like to kind of see 2.5 knuckles to the left. So tilt it down a little bit, sorry. A little bit more, so you can see the hands. Sorry, yeah. So I like to see 2.5 knuckles to the left, and then shake hands to the right. And this little crease here goes up into my right shoulder. Now this is going to give us a little bit more club face control. If you've got a bit of a better grip, I'm suggesting on this one here, your grip is very strong, which gives us that face point in the sky at the top of the backswing. So, and I know I can't see that because it's not from face on, it's not directly on the line, but I'm going to make a suggestion. I'm pretty good, and I'm pretty think a strong hunch that this is correct. So 2.5 knuckles to the left, shake hands to the right, and this little crease in your hand, I want to go into the right shoulder. This is going to give us a little bit more of a neutral grip position rather than being strong and strong, which you're going to get that club face pointing the sky at the top of the backswing, okay? So grip, down to grip, get a bit more club face control, and make sure on irons, this sole points to the sky, not the face. But that is going to be an afterthought, because if you've got a bit more of a neutral grip, that's going to take care of itself, okay? Perfect. Hope those tips are good. By the way, guys, if you're getting tips tonight, please let me know if these tips are helping you. If they're not, we'll analyse it again, we'll give you some other ideas. I may say it a different way, and that may help you. Had so much good feedback from a lot of you. Just name a few: Mark, Drew, and Tommy. All those guys have sent me and tagged me in their swings, tagged me in their improvements, and it's absolutely great. So just really, really happy that you have done that. So Mark's actually playing the best he's ever had. And there's one more, isn't there? Sorry. Oh, sorry, I thought it was one more. The other three I can remember, so it's Drew, Mark, and Tommy. Those three guys, the ones that have been tagging in the swings. And also, Drew's actually a guy we do some private online lessons with, and he has made some strong improvements. He's only been playing golf for about, I think it's 16 months, he said, and his target is to get lower, beat 90, and do not worry, Drew, you will get lower than 90. Do not worry, we'll improve that short game, improve that swing, and he's swinging it so much better, which is great. Mark's swinging it better, and so is Tommy. And Alex Corley, he's also swinging it better. See, it sounds really bad, but I can't remember how many have actually helped because there's getting so many swings sent in, which I absolutely love. I'm glad I'm helping you all. Like I say, it's just simple tips. I'm not going to say anything that I wouldn't do to myself. If I saw the swing on myself in the camera and I was recording it, I wouldn't tell myself anything too technical because I think if it's simple, we can take it out on the golf course. If it's where my little finger is or something too technical, and there's time to being technical, but especially the run up to start the season, run up to Masters, which, by the way, if you're going to watch the Masters, who's your favourite? Comment down below. Andrew Murray's actually going. I do a lot of filming with Andrew. He's a former European Open champion. It's Tom's dad as well, who I caddy for. He is going to the Masters this year, and I'm very, very jealous. Hopefully, I can get in his suitcase next year. That would be an absolute dream. Andrew, if you're watching, have me a suitcase next year. So moving on to the next swing, guys. Like I said, I keep it simple. It's nothing you can't take onto the golf course straight away.
Douglas Clark.
Let me have a look for Douglas Clark. Yes, so this is
Douglas is watching now.
Douglas, we're doing you next.
So you just got home from hospital.
Right, let's show you Douglas and put some lines on. This is a really good example, guys, of a good video. This just makes it so much easier for us to analyse it. If you get videos that aren't directly down the line or cutting bits off, it's so much harder to actually give you guys sound advice. So I'll shuffle a bit closer and show you this. Now, this is a good video. So, guys, if you're watching now and wanting your swings in, please send them in like this, all from face on, because it's so much easier to analyse. If you get better videos, you guys get better advice. Let me show you this. This is Douglas Clark. Right, so the two things I'm going to say is, I'm going to talk about backswing and follow through. So, I'm going to keep it simple, like I just said. This position here, Douglas, I will highlight where the head is. Your head, the golf club is here. See, it's quite a lot under that line, which means it's quite inside on the way back. And then if we talk about the top of the backswing, really nice position. But I think it looks a little bit, it could potentially go a little bit cross line. I'm not saying it is right there, but it could potentially go that way. And I like to basically see, this is a really quick, simple way of giving you that feeling of a bit of a better backswing. So club outside the hands, and a little bit, which is going to actually fold the right elbow and give you a better back top of the backswing position. So, dead simple, Douglas, for you. Watch out of the way. I'm having a bit of extension at this house in a minute, so excuse if the chair's everywhere. I'll show you the kitchen when it's done, by the way. It's going to be amazing. So, Douglas, you can do this if you're watching now. Get the club out. I like to get your club in your left hand. You're going to go in your left hand. See how nice club's outside my hand, which is a lovely backswing position. Then I put our right hand on. Put a club at the ball. See how my right elbow is folded. Now this club is going through my right bicep. It's not underneath the line. It's now lovely lines. So it's out with the left hand, on with the right, through the right bicep, onto the right shoulder. This can also be done with a little stake on the ground. So you can put both hands on, over the stake, put a club at the ball, see it's through my right bicep. This is where I want it to be, through the right bicep, onto the right shoulder. Let me show you one more time, Douglas. Out with the right hand, see nice body rotation the way back now. Put a club at the ball, through my right bicep, onto the right shoulder. Now this is going to stop this kind of move and underneath the line on the way back and not as enough body rotation. So one more time, out with the left, on with the right, through the right bicep, onto the top. Really, really quick way of giving you a bit more of a solid backswing position, okay? And I also think we get a little bit outside the line on the way down. Now this is, I'm adamant this is coming from not a solid backswing position. So if you can stick to those 3 pointers, so it's on with the left hand, nice little body rotation on the way back. I'll put your right hand on, could go through the right bicep, turn onto the right shoulder. Really quick, simple way of giving you a solid backswing position. Now, that is going to give you a solid backswing position on the way back and then a solid position at the top of the backswing. This is going to help because I think we get a little bit this way. If I show you this, Douglas, here. Look where we are here on the way down. We're very steep and very outside the line. Now, this could come from not as good a backswing position. So I like to kind of feel, instead of you feel like swinging left, so imagine this was 12 o'clock here. If I said this was 12, if this was 12 o'clock here, if that was 12 o'clock, instead of swinging to 11, I want you to swing to 1. So I want you to swing more this way, right on the way through, okay? Not as left. So instead of feeling like, think about the whole golf swing is a bike wheel. Douglas, your bike took the top of the backswing out now. It's not as cross line at the top and it's not as underneath. This whole thing is a bike wheel. Bike wheel there, makes the same bike wheel through. So I want your bike wheel, instead of being bike wheel this way, as in left, and I'll show you this down the line, as if you're hitting down a shot, your bike wheel is left this way. I want your bike wheel to feel more right, more into out. So we're swinging into out towards 11 o'clock and trying to hit a few draws. Now this is going to make us less biased to being out to in, okay? So let's sort that backswing out and sort this backswing out. Sort this backswing out. Switch the camera, sorry. Sort this backswing out, and then we can feel like we're swinging more to 11 o'clock, more to 1 o'clock, not 11 o'clock on the way through. So more of an into out path, not an out to in path on the way through. Sorry, Douglas. Crazy swing start of the year. 3 points noted. I also sway quite a lot. So Douglas, if you sway quite a lot, I think we should kind of look at these 3 points really simply. So the 3 points of the backswing is all really want. If we can get a better position on the halfway in the backswing, that's going to give us a better position at the top of the backswing, okay? So it's just left hand on, nice body rotation, through the right bicep, onto the right shoulder. That's your backswing sorted. And then I want you to feel like you're swinging more into out, so your back wheel is more into out. That's just going to stop us being so out to in on the way through, okay? Now, if you've got a bit of a sway, the best way to kind of correct a sway is hit some shots with your feet as close together as you can. This is going to give you a real relationship of how not swinging off balance. So when then you get a bit of a wider stance, that's going to give you a better balance, okay? So you can hit shots with your feet close together. It's a really good drill. Feet close together. Don't swing yourself off your feet. Keep your balance. Got to stay centered or make contact. Then we can progress it a little bit wider. When we get to drive and we've got a nice wide stance, nice wide solid base, then we settle down and we're in, we're good. So Douglas, hope those are helpful. Let me know in a few weeks if they were helpful, or send it again next week and then we'll talk about it again.
Duncan.
This is Liam Duncan. So I think Liam sent it in last week, but unfortunately we didn't get time. So this is, guys, is a great example. We didn't get time to do Liam last week, but we're doing this week. So if you're watching now and think, oh God, I want to get my swing in and analyse, not a problem. Hit the subscribe button. You've got to be a subscriber and send them in to either AlexElliottGolf@gmail.com, which we'll put down below in the comments, or send them by direct message on my Instagram, okay? It's 2 ways you can get them in, so don't worry. So let me show you lines. I looked at this earlier, actually. Nice, this is a really good golf swing. I'll put some lines on here, guys. I think this is one of those ones where we're just like, oh. Because like I said, it's not always about analysing golf swings and thinking, oh God, this needs to be better, this needs to be better, this needs to be better. Sometimes we look at them and you've got to go, that's really good. Let's improve our scoring, let's improve pitching, chipping, and we've got pitching positions. That's another way you improve your golf. It's not all about being more technically better. You can be technically really sound, but not be as good a scorer that someone is not as technically sound as you. So let me show you this without further ado. Nice there. Nice movement through. The only thing I'm picking up on, and it's a really simple point. Let me show you this here. So, nice backswing position. Now this is through the right bicep, well, through the left bicep because you're left-handed, but for a right-hander, it's through the right bicep, through the left bicep. A really nice top of the backswing position. I'm just, if I show you, highlight this movement here with these feet, watch these feet. So let me take all the other lines off for you. I just want to be watching these feet. Watch these feet, everybody. I like to see more of a solid base. Now, this could be a bit more rotation with the body, with the hips too, sorry. So feel a little open the hips impact is my first point. I like to see a bit more open of the hips through. So instead of feeling like we're swinging through this way, causing the feet to come off, I'd like to kind of feel like swinging around the corner a bit more open with those hips. So if I show you those hips, guys, just there. A bit more open with those hips on the way through. So not as closed, a bit more open with those hips on the way through, a bit more solid back position. So the weight is going down into the ground. There, it's not up out the ground, which is causing those feet to come off the ground, okay? Now, another thing I picked up on was, let's show you this, guys. This kind of movement here. So we're hitting through the ball this way. Just move my show you my head there, guys. This is show you my head. Oh. Yeah, please. There we go. So this movement here, see, chin stayed down, the arms are gone. I'd like to kind of see this head following the ball earlier. So the eyes are more level, the chest are more level. Hitting the ball, chest over the ball, following the ball flight earlier. Chest over the ball and follow the ball flight earlier. An easy, quick, simple way of doing this. Go and stand under a tree. This might sound bizarre. Stand under a tree, hit some punch shots. It's going to get our chest over the ball. Hit this one low. And you've got to hit it low because you're going to get under the tree. So, got to get this lower. And automatically, without talking anything technically, you'll make those compensations. You'll get your chest more over the ball. And you'll get through it a little bit better. You're not going to be as behind it because you can hit the tree then. Get some balls under the tree. Get the chest over the ball a little bit more, which is going to be done by hitting it under the tree. So really simple way. So kind of blabbing on a bit here. Just to make it simple, 2 points, a bit more solid base, a little more rotation with the hips on the way through, and go and practice hitting some balls under a tree. This is going to get the chest over the ball that impacts a little bit more, and get the eyes following the ball earlier. Eyes following the ball earlier, and the eye line a little bit more level through the ball. So 3 simple points. Keep more solid base of those feet. This is going to help by a little bit more hip rotation on the way through. Hit some balls under trees. I like to see you kind of keeping that ball flight and that chest over the ball a little bit better and getting the eye line level through the ball, not just head behind, okay? Really quick, 3 simple points. Hope that helps you.
Paddy golf.
So this is Paddy golf. Just get some line in here for you so you can all see. I'll show you Paddy golf. Nice and nice on the way through. So I mentioned earlier about this kind of being off the line on the way through and this really steep angle. Now this is a really good example of a nice backswing position. So if I stop it here, the club is back on the line. It's a really nice backswing position and through swing position. So well done, Paddy golf, for that. The one thing, this is going to sound like quite kind of not technical at all, but I'd like to kind of see this finish instead of it kind of resting on our back this way and being so here, Paddy golf. I like to kind of see a bit more Stenson, like holding it high, get chest high, chest to target, not as on the shoulder, nice and high with the arms here. This is a bit more of an aesthetic thing, but it may help improve your strike as well. Just that little bit. It just looks like it's not swung to a point. We want it swung to a point, we want it efficient, okay? So to make that little bit of a follow-through adjustment, it's not really anything major, just kind of a little thing here. I want to show you this again, guys, because it's a really, really good example of a good back swing and through swing. I like this. That is really good. This is not thrown from the top and out to in. It's a nice neutral path. He's on the bike wheel on the way back. He's on the bike wheel on the way through. Really, really well done to Paddy golf for that. So I'd like to keep making that adjustment to that kind of finish. And that's kind of a bit more aesthetic rather than really kind of technical. but make that adjustment. Paddy Golf, I want to know how your wedges are, how your chipping is, and how your putting is. I think there is where you can make those little marginal gains in order to improve your golf, okay? Just another thing I've kind of, if we look at your impact, I definitely think you can get some more hip rotation through the ball there. So the hips are going to be more here, more open, rather than being so neutral, as in kind of where we started. So I'll show you that there. If I got a picture of Adam Scott or anybody else on there, I definitely think their hips will be more open than yours. And I know that at the top of the game, but end of the day, that's all where we want to get to. We want to be one of the best players at our golf club. We want to be one of the best players in the world. If we all could be, we would be, wouldn't we? So, two simple things. I want to see those hips open a little bit more through the ball. Another drill, I said this before, I really like this drill, and I can't tell you why. I think I've used it myself, definitely, and this has really helped me. So I want to put a wedge underneath your right foot. So a wedge to go underneath this right foot here. Keep that under there for as long as you can through the swing. This is going to, instead of moving up and kind of limiting that hip rotation, it's going to cause you to make a little bit more hip rotation left, which is going to make a little bit more open impact, open up those hips, and be a little bit more efficient through the ball, okay? Stronger impact position. And this finish, swing to a point, Stenson-esque.
It's not, it's someone from before. It's Just Your Average Golf he's watching now. Just Your Average Golf. Okay,
this is Just Your Average Golfer from his account on Instagram.
He's watching now.
You're watching now, so hello to you.
He says, Alex, this is really good, so much great advice.
Thanks for the nice comments as well.
There.
Sorry, I'm talking to Em, who's got all the comments there. It's a bit more than your average golfer, guys. Watch this. I think he's being a bit polite. Things are great. Really good. So the first kind of thing my gut is telling me is look at this again, let's confirm it. I kind of like to see that backswing look a little bit more, it looks a little bit too short of my liking. I think we get a little bit longer. So instead of being so short this way, and just kind of finishing here, I definitely think we can get onto the shoulder, okay? Get onto that right shoulder. And instead of it looking, let me just have a quick double check of this. It's difficult to see because I can't really. Right, cool. So I'm going to give you a general backswing position that's going to help you. So I mentioned this before. Get the club in your left hand. Out of the hand. Now look at my body rotation. Really nice. Look up at the ball onto the right shoulder. It's going to kind of work the club more neutral here, okay? So it's here, look up at the ball, to my right bicep now. Really nice lines onto the right shoulder. It's going to give you a nice bit more body rotation. Going to work that club a little bit more neutral on the way back. It's going to give you a lot more solid backswing position. But really nice swing this, guys. Again, really nice swing. Just another thing, last little point is that posture. For me, it looks a little bit on your heels, your weight, okay? So we're talking backswing for you. Just average golfer, which is not an average golfer, so you can get far better than an average golfer. I like to see that club outside the hands, through the right bicep, onto the right shoulder. And instead of the weight looking like it's, just tilt the camera a little bit for you guys. Instead of that weight looking like it's a little bit here, I kind of like to think, if I drew a line down here, go through the centre of my feet, it wouldn't be outside. So nice toe with the bum, a little bit flexing the knees, and nice, strong and solid. It's not on the heels, okay? So make sure you've got that nice, really solid base with that posture, and then work on those backswing positions, and that's going to give us a more solid backswing and I'll swing it through better. Hope this is helpful for you. If you comment down below, thanks to all the really nice comments. Just average golfer, which you're not an average golfer. I know I kept saying that, but you're swinging it far better. Then you change your Instagram account. So hope that helps you. Work on that backswing, work on that posture. Let me know how you get on. On to the next one, guys.
This is
just take my jump off, actually.
Mr. Mac. This is Mr. Mac on Instagram. I don't know his name. Mr. Mac.
So this is Mr. Mac on Instagram. I looked at some before actually. This is one of my other favourites that I thought was really nice. Get some lines in there because it's a really good example. It's a really nice swing for you guys here. So let me show you this. Bear with it, guys. It's just in slow motion. That's why it's taking so long.
Very slow motion.
It will go. It'll be worth it in the end, trust me. It's a really nice swing. Nice lines, solid, and through, right on the line. Now for me, as a coach, there is very, very little I'd like to say and I'd like to change about this. So, for me, you've got nice. One thing I'd like to see is this left arm here. If I just highlight this bit here, is staying a little bit more connected. See, there's a bit of a gap. So for me, I like to kind of see this left arm stay a little bit more connected onto the body. So this is because your lines are great, but I kind of think we go a little bit this way. So what I mean by that is, in order for the lines to look great, it's a little bit disconnected this way and not enough rotation from it. I know I just use this drill, but it's a really, really, really great drill. So club in your left hand, turn, now with my body rotation, look at the connection. It's not out here. Look at the connection. Nice rotation. Right arm on, through the right bicep, onto the right shoulder. See, I'm a lot more connected. I've got a lot more body rotations. Let me show you that one again. Here, club at the ball, onto the right shoulder. More body rotation, more connected to the left hand, and more connected to the left arm. Another way of doing this is if you were to place a towel underneath your armpit. So if I was to imagine this as a towel, guys, which I actually have here. Let me show you this. So I place a towel under here, and under here. Now, this is a really, really good way of feeling connected. Because look straight away, guys. Connected, connected, connected. Nice rotation. I can't do this otherwise towel falls out. So really make sure towel stays under there, through the right bicep, onto the right shoulder. And that's a really simple way. Instead of thinking those three separate backswing positions, that's a really simple way of kind of feeling a more rotated, more connected backswing. Place a towel underneath it, or even just a glove underneath your left arm. Okay? So there are the three simple ways in which I'm going to help you improve your backswing. So it looks a little bit disconnected in order to get those lines looking good. Let me show you this though, guys, one more time because it is a really, really nice swing. Just going to speed it up a little bit. So let me show you this one more time, guys. Now, I know I just talked about putting a towel under there, but a lot of you already know we've got a giveaway this month, and it's a swing shirt giveaway. It's a really, really good way of actually feeling connected. So for you, this is going to be a great way, ultimate prize for you to win, really. It's going to get you feel a bit more body rotation and less disconnection on the way back. It is all of the swing shirt. I'm not actually going to tell you what it is because if you go on my YouTube channel now, you're watching, go check out all the videos after this. You can find out how you guys can enter the swing shirt giveaway. I'm going to tell you there's three things you have to do. You have to watch the video for one, then you've got to subscribe, and you've got to share it, and that's all I'm telling you. But you have to go and watch the video in order to find out the last thing you've got to do. So just to answer a few of your questions here, guys.
I know.
Just average golfer, sorry. Fantastic. I'll let you know how I get on. I've always struggled with my backswing. That was a clear and concise advice. Not a problem. Just average golfer. If you're struggling with that still, just direct message me again, and I'll give you another quick pointer, another way of explaining it, okay? So just to remind you guys, the swing shirt giveaway is announced next week, okay? Really big giveaway. Do not miss out on this one if you're struggling with disconnection. Not saying any names. Moving on to the next swing.
AlexElliottGolf is watching now.
So this is AlexElliottGolf who is watching now. Let me show you this, guys. This is a really nice swing again. Nice turn through nice lines. Right, another thing, I kind of mentioned this thing already. I kind of like to see this finish look more this way. So if I show you this on the camera, I want to see the finish more kind of turned and turned through nice and high. I don't like seeing this left over go like this and onto the shoulder. I like a nice high stance and finish, nice and tall. Difference, not this. I want this through the ball, okay? That's my first point. My second point is, I know it's down the line, but for me, this looks a little bit this way. So head's going down, going behind the body, the arms going past the body, get a little bit behind it. I like to see this chest go more on top of the ball. So more on top of the ball, eye line's following the ball earlier, eye line makes a little bit more level. It's not as arms passing, hit the ball, impact, chase the ball with your eyes. Impact, chase the ball with your eyes. It's going to get your chest over the ball a bit better. I know you hit with drive, we want to hit drive on the up, but we drive on the up, we set the angle, we're in, and we just hold that, we swing and we hold that. We don't create that angle on the up. That's going to tendency to hit right or left. So if you're hitting drivers, okay, I like to kind of see if drivers, you can sit that body position like this, but with irons, I mentioned this before, go and hit some shots underneath the trees. I want the ball back in stance, get it working underneath the tree. This is going to hit your chest over the ball a better. See if you're hitting the lower, more solid impact position, chest over the ball, not as behind it. And you've got to get it low to it under those trees. So I like to kind of see that finish look a little bit better, not as wrapped around. And then I want to let the chest over the ball and the eye line fall on the ball a little bit quicker, okay? Guys, on to the next swing. Sorry if I feel like I'm rushing through these. I've got so many to go through, which I really, really, really like. I want to get everybody to kind of get the same advice. So on to the next swing.
Archie Burrell.
Archie Burrell, sorry.
What's coming Tuesday?
Show Archie Burrell. So guys, Tuesday is all about putting tips. I actually filmed this today, which is really, really good. It's a putting game, the ultimate putting challenge, and it's about par birdie. All I'm saying, comes out Tuesday, 7 p.m. You know that's my tips night. Thursday's course walk from Wilmslow Golf Club, which talk about a few tips on the way around as well, which is really, really useful for learning on-course management things, okay? So, Archie Burrell. So, let's have a look at some lines in here. Let me show you this, guys. So for me, Archie, I want to improve his backswing position. I know we can look at backswing first, but we've got to be in a good position at the top of the backswing in order to get it down the right way, okay? So build from the back up. So this position here, let me show you this instead of running through it. See if I highlight where the club head is. This club head I like to on the line. So I've used that drill a minute ago. I'm going to show you one more time. I want this club to go here, left arm, right arm, through the right bicep. It's not round here. So we're swinging butt club at the ball through the right bicep. Butt club at the ball through the right bicep onto the right shoulder. It's not as round the corner, okay? So that's going to give you a bit more solid backswing position, which is going to lead to a more solid top of the backswing position. And then from there, it's really good, nice through the ball because you kind of rectify it instead of swinging steep and shallow. You go really shallow and then kind of rectify it by pulling it down. But whatever works for you, but I kind of like to see this more solid backswing position, more on the back wheel, on the back on the way back. So use that drill. Hope that one's helpful for you. And if you're not doing understand that drill, I actually used it a minute ago. So it's left hand on, nice body rotation. Right hand on, butt club at the ball. Easy, butt club at the ball. The shaft goes through the right bicep onto the right shoulder. Okay, Moving on to the next swing. So this is Jeff, Cardinal golfer. Right, Jeff, we're talking backswing again for you. I'd like to see, instead of this top of the backswing position being this right elbow flying a little bit here, I want you to both hands on the club, buckle at the ball. I want this right elbow to fold. This has to be done with one arm on the club. So I want you to put the right arm on the club, left arm on your bicep. I want you to swing, buckle at the ball through the right bicep. Now look how that left elbow's folded, right elbow's folded. Then I've got to turn. This elbow is nicely close to the body. It's not flying away up here. So let me show you that again. Right arm on the golf club, left arm onto the bicep, in, through the right bicep, and turn. Really nice back position. And this right elbow folds a lot better. So give us that really, really flying right elbow, okay? Then through the ball, instead of kind of swinging ourselves up off our feet and up this way, I like chest over the ball a little bit better. But for me, if you kind of get a bit of a wider stance, that's going to give you a bit more of a solid base, okay? So work on those backswing positions. This is going to give you a little bit more body rotation instead of just such an armsy backswing. And then from there, I want you to feel like instead of swinging up and behind, I want you to kind of feel like your chest and the sternum stays on the ball this way instead of moving behind the ball this way. So it says on the ball this way. Moving on to the next swing, guys. Austin Cooney. So let me show you his impact position from Austin. So see how his club head is passing his hands. Right, so for our ideal backswing position, Austin, we want the club to kind of, let me show you this camera down a little bit, please. Thank you. Kind of, instead of this club going this way, like to see the hands ahead of the ball, don't we? Hands ahead of the ball this way. So instead of me talking all very technical with you, Austin, go and put yourself under some trees. Honestly, this might sound really bizarre. I've used this with so many students, and they stand there, that's not going to work. It's so surprising the results you get, and you can see the results instantly. Stand underneath the branch and try and hit it low. You've got to keep it under that branch. You've got to keep it under the branch. You've got to keep it under the branch. And before you know it, you'll be having those hands ahead of the ball to keep that ball flat down, and you'll make those compensations for yourself. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to go and make sure you can keep ball flight underneath those trees. So that's going to get your hands ahead of the ball. Ultimately, we're looking for those hands to be ahead of the ball at impact, okay? Not the club head passing the hands, okay? Also, just looking at the grip, I want to see 2.5 knuckles on the left. 2.5 knuckles on the left. Shake hands to the right, and this little line goes through into the right arm, okay? It's not a really weak left hand. It's nice here, which is going to give you a little bit more of a solid club face awareness through the ball, okay? So I hope those 2 tips work for you. Practice hitting it underneath trees, get those hands ahead of the ball. But as a result of hitting underneath the trees, those hands will get ahead of the ball, okay, Austin? Moving on to the next swing, guys. So on Kylie Homer. Next one here, let me show you this one. So let me draw some lines on here for you guys. So this is actually an example of a backswing that's a little bit too steep. See this one here? It's through the right bicep, but it's very steep compared to this line here. If I draw a line with a shaft to make that easier for you guys. So the red line is his shaft line, and the green line is his plane line. So I'd like to see this, I know we said this drill before, I'd like to see this butt the club at the ball. For me, this works like this. So instead of working this way, and it works very steep, this angle here on the back of the golf club, just tilt the camera up a little bit, just a little bit. So this angle being there, I kind of like to see this angle being here. And a good way to do this is split grip. So I want your hands quite a way apart. Split grips gets a bit more flat back position here, a bit more forward with the right elbow instead of working this way. So split grip, Look at what I mean by that is hands apart. This is the drill. Buckle up the ball and turn. Buckle up the ball and turn. So it's not as steep on that backswing, okay? It's a little bit flat in that backswing. So, guys, I know I kind of feel like I'm rushing through these swings, but so many to go through. But on a side note, I do online lessons, and a lot of my clients have come from doing this. So if you guys think, oh God, I like that advice actually, but I want to know more about it, not a problem. We can actually do online lessons for you. I'll put down below my email. If anybody wants to inquire about that, just send me an email there. We can discuss and we can help you out a little bit further. So moving on to the next swing. This is Zane Toth, sorry. So Zane, for you, first thing I'm talking about is balance. If we show you this on the way through, everybody, and look how he swings off himself, off his feet. So balance, we want to swing to a point. We want to be on balance through the ball. It's going to give us such a better swing position. So a few things I want to say about here. Two simple things. So actually we'll go three. Balance, tick that off. We're talking about balance. We're swinging balanced, okay? We're all about speed and balance. The next thing I want to see is, Zane, this backswing. I want to see it a bit shorter, okay? Instead of John Daly-esque and we're kind of seeing that club go down here, I want to see this club here, okay? Can be more solid, and actually, in theory, because we're hitting it, because we're going more solid back position, we're going to hit the centre of the club, centre of strike is going to improve. Ultimately, that's going to hit it further, okay? So shorter backswing, and then from there, instead of feeling like we're hitting it so out to in, as in from the top, and hitting it starting at left, I kind of want to feel like you're swinging it, starting right, sorry for you, because you're a left-hander, say. Instead of swinging it right for you, I want to feel like you're swinging it more out to the left. So, you know on this tree here, this tree on the picture you sent me, I want to feel like you're swinging it more out towards the tree. That's going to make it a bit more of an into-out path on the way through, okay? So swinging it more into-out on the way through and shorten that backswing off, saying. So guys, moving on to the next swing. Now this is Miller Wick. I like the jumper, Mill. Very nice. The jacket. So, Miller, the first thing I'm seeing here, two things I'm going to go for. I'm going to show you this, guys. Really nice swing, this, by the way. Well done, Miller. Let me show you this. Nice, really nice lines here. But see how there's no weight transfer. I like to see a little bit of weight transfer on the backswing, okay? So you're still predominant on that left side, bit stacky and tilty for me, to be honest. So I like to see a little bit more kind of weight transfer on that way back. So what I mean by that is, instead of seeing like the backswing goes, just to that camera a little bit so you can see the kind of my legs. So you can see my legs a little bit. So you can see my legs a little. We'll get there one day with them. I'm joking. Instead of seeing it this way, I like to kind of see a little bit more rotation across to see how my hips are kind of going this way, not as this. So for me, comes across. So if I put the club on the belly button, rotation, turn, buckle on the belly button, rotation across, okay? See how my hips are open. Another good example of this is, if you put this on here, I want hips to actually open on the way back. So see, yours, we're going, weight just gathering this side. So a little bit of rotation with those hips, but transfer the weight onto the backswing, back to where he came from and through. Now, if you put a club on the ground, we can kind of see that rotation. You kind of want it to go, if we put a club on the ground from your right foot out, rotate onto that, about 45 degrees. So 45 degrees, not as stacky onto this left side, a little bit of rotation across, hips loaded to that right side, come back to where you come from, and then through the ball, okay? Not stacking tilted, because you're a bit stacking tilted there, and that lack of weight transfer onto the right side and the way back. Well, for you, sorry, if you're left-handed, Miller, because you're left-handed, I want a little bit of weight transfer onto your, I'm all over the place there, I'm trying to think, you're confusing me. A little bit of weight transfer onto your left side on the way back, not keeping your weight on your right side, okay? A little bit of weight transfer. That's going to basically help you get through the ball better and not as behind on the way through. If you've got your weight this side on the way back, You have to rectify it by coming back this way on the way through, okay? So a little bit of weight transfer across. That's going to help you get a more solid impact position, okay? So that's Miller's tips. On to the next one. This is Austin Wiltzer. So Austin, let me show you this. I looked at this one before as well. A few pointers down. But the main thing we're going to talk about here, Austin, is I want to see, the backswing is great. Really nice on the line. But if I highlight this here, I kind of like to see this club head not look steep on the way back, not as outside the line. I kind of want to feel like you're swinging a little bit more into out on the way through. Now, this one starts a little bit left because it's on a shot trace. Let me show you. This one starts a little bit left, and this comes from a bit of an out to in swing path. So if we can neutral that swing path, neutral that bite wheel up a little bit, swing a little bit more in to out, that's definitely going to help us hit the ball more down the target line and not as an out to in swing path. So for me, if you, Austin, if I pause that, if you put a stick or a swing alignment stick in the ground here, right down your ball to target line, see how yours starts definitely left of this. So for me, see that if I that green vertical line, Austin, I want you to starting them right at that line. That's going to help you make a bit more of an into out path and not be out to in, okay? So not as fade biased. It's going to neutral you up a little bit. So on to Nude, can't remember the name. Kaleeson. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm really bad with names. So on to the next swing. So first point is I'm going to talk about posture. For me, there's not enough room between the butt of this club and the body. So we look a little bit this way. So down a little bit. Look a little bit here. I like to kind of see, right, nice and tall those legs. Club in your hands. Bend over to that club hits the ground. Bend those knees. So I see like 6 inches between my belt buckle and the butt of the club. Just going to let those arms hang down, not close to the body. Just hanging down underneath that chin, okay? Not down here, underneath the chin. So it's giving you a bit more better rotation. Just gives you a bit more solid position in order to swing it from. So posture is the first tip. So if we've got a bit of a better posture, we're not going to swing that club as outside the hands on the way back. So improve that posture, it's going to improve that backswing for you. So guys, got 3 more swings to go.
Anyone that's sending it tonight.
So guys, just as a last reminder, anybody who's sending their swing in tonight thinking, oh, I really want to get analysed. Like I said earlier, we actually did one of the swings that was sent in last week, this week, because it was sent in during the session. So if you're sending it in now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get it done this week, but we will get it done next week for you, okay? We've got 3 more swings tonight. So this is Tyler. Tyler Letandre. Really apologies for saying that wrong again. Really bad names. Right, okay. Let's give you 2 tips here, Tyler. I think it's going to really help you massively. I want to see Tyler. See this? I like to tell the backswing for you. See this position here. Now, guys, look where the club head is. The club head is. It's there. Now, I want to see this bit of a shorter backswing, and then for me, this is all coming from this right elbow being, or left elbow for you because you're left-handed, being a little bit flying. And what I mean by that is, if I show you the top of the backswing, I think left-handed here. Can I show you? So for me, the top of your backswing looks a little bit kind of this way. See this here? It's my right and left elbow is flying a little bit. I want to see this. So swing shirt is a great giveaway for you to win, by the way. I want to see kind of this more move. So I want to see butt of the club at the ball. So here, see my left elbow is folded, the butt of the club is through my right bicep, and butt of the club is pointing at the ball. And then we're turning. Left elbow still is folded. It's not as flying. It's just going to get more rotation. So another way of doing this is with the club in the right hand out. Club is outside the hands now. On with the left, through the left bicep. Nice one playing onto the left shoulder. That's going to give you a bit of a better backswing position. It's going to be more solid and just shorten it. We don't want that club being seen, okay? Don't want that club being seen on the way through, on the backswing. Short backswing, but short backswing is going to come from that left elbow being folded a little bit more and not just flying at the top of the backswing, okay? So last 2 swings, guys, this week. Tyler Stevens. This is a really good young lad who swings it great, by the way. Just getting some lines on for you so you guys can see this at home. Really nice move. Let me show you this. Let me show you this downswing from Tyler. Really nice. Let me show you again. Let me show you this downswing from Tyler. And through really nicely the ball. And Tyler, the best thing I'm impressed with here is your balance. You swing to a point and swing to balance. A lot of young lads swing themselves off the feet. So for me, Tyler, though, the one thing I like to improve is this top of the backswing position. I just mentioned it just before. And I know I kind of use the same drill, but this drill is so useful for many things. So people that don't get enough rotation from the upper half, this really helps them. People get a bit of right elbow flying at the top. So for you, Tyler, your elbow gets this way at the top of the backswing. I like to see more of this. So butt club the ball, right elbow folds a little bit more. It's not as chicken wingy. So left turn. So another way of doing this is clubbing the left hand out, right hand on, butt club through the ball. My right elbow is folded now. It's not away from the body, and I've got a nice body rotation. Then from there, onto the right shoulder. We're not here, okay? So show you again, in the left hand, out, on with the right hand, butt club the ball through the right bicep with the shaft, onto the right shoulder. Nice turn with the body, a nice touch from the right elbow. So work on those backswing positions, and with your through swing and that balance, you'll be definitely swinging it better.
Yeah, I have to do this one. This is Nils who's watching now.
So guys, I've got 2 more to go.
This is Nils.
Which one?
Nils.
So this is Nils just watching now. So Nils, for me, if I show the top of the backswing now, if you see that gap in between those 2 legs, I like to kind of see.
It's hard to do it. Yeah.
So for me, see there's a gap there, and that your right leg is straightened a great deal in the backswing. I like to kind of see the same flex staying in his knees on the way back. So if I show that on the camera now, if you just move the camera down a bit, instead of looking it so this way and this right leg straightening, nice flex both in the same legs and turn, okay? See the flex staying in my legs. It's not straighten. Keep that flex in both the same knees. Just turn down a little bit. So the knees, please. That's a bit low. So yours goes like this. I like to see nice flex in the knees, nice posture, nice high bum, a little bit of flex in the knee, and that those knees stay flexed. It's not straightened, it's staying flexed. Okay, that's my first little point. Keep the same flex in those knees. It really, really will help you give it better backswing. But that backswing position is great. I just like to see that flex staying in both legs, which is going to stop your head moving a little bit towards that ball, which it does a little bit on the backswing. But then from there, now, I've told people that don't get enough hip rotation. Now, this is a great example of hip rotation, and I'm just going to pause this and show you this. So, for anybody that said increase hip rotation, let's get it like this one here. Just need to improve that backswing position, keeping the same flex in those knees on the way back. But look at this, and show that. That is, wow, look at those hips through the ball, guys. That is a really, 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 really good impact position. Hips are open. The club head is perfect in perfect position. That is a great example of a good impact position. So if we can improve those legs on the way back, get a bit more solid backswing, which top of the backswing is a really solid position, but I just like to see those flex stay in those legs, especially in that right knee. But that impact position is absolutely perfect. So well done on that one. Right, guys, on to the final swing. We've already run over tonight. We're only meant to do an hour, and we're already on an hour and 10 minutes. Get carried away with all your swings. Right, final swing of today. The Instagram account is _Gunzi. I've got a little thing here. Let me tell you, I've written it down. He's really been struggling with his takeaway and staying behind the ball longer on the backswing. So he wants to return down to the same place. So this is what he sent me in. So, right, the backswing. First thing I'm seeing here is, let me show you guys, there's the final swing. It's playing. So this is, again, we're talking about this little flying elbow and not enough body rotation and kind of just moving the arms back. Very army backswing. It's going to give a bit of inconsistency, and through the ball, watch the weight go behind the ball. So for me, the two things I want to pick out on is posture's good. I kind of like to see a little bit, firstly, I want to see a little bit more tilt from the upper half, so not upright to it, a little bit more tilt from this upper half, so here it's going to help us rotate a little bit better on the way through. But if Em's just moves the camera a little bit up for us, we're going to show you this backswing position. I know I mentioned it before. Left hand on the club, outside the hands, right club on the right hand, ball club at the ball, top of the backswing. Another way of doing this is, imagine we had a stick down the line here. Swing it over the stick, ball club at the ball. That's through the right bicep, isn't it? Working better. Top of the backswing onto the right shoulder. Now this is tucked in. It's not as round here and armsy here. To show you again. Ball through the ball, tuck in that right elbow and turn. Now, hey Gunzi, this is if you can actually enter the swing shirt giveaway, this is a really good giveaway for you because this is going to give you a relationship between getting a nice body rotation and nicely compact together and not keeping those arms on the body, not as flying right elbow, okay? And then if we're talking about getting back to where we came from, we don't want to be falling behind the ball this way. A really good way of doing this, as I mentioned before, hit some balls into the tree. Get your irons out. I want to see you hitting low shots, hitting those punch shots. So for me, ball towards back of stance, punch shots, keeping it low, keeping that chest over the ball, hands over the ball as well. Chest over the ball. It's not working this way because I'll hit it high. Practice hitting those punch shots. Work on those punch shots with those irons. And that'll definitely get you with your hands and chest over the ball a lot better impact. So work on that posture, get a bit more tilt from the upper half, which help you with a bit more rotation, and work on those backswing positions. So club in the left hand, a bit more body rotation, right hand on, butt club the ball and onto the right shoulder. Then finally, to help you get in that backswing position, make sure we come back to where we came from. It's not falling behind this way, it's back to where we came from, but that's done through hitting shots underneath trees, guys, and keeping those hands, hitting those punch shots. So just to round up, guys, hope you found all advice useful. If you're watching it now, your swing will be done next week if you sent it in tonight, okay? Do not worry about that. Next Sunday at 8 p.m. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Just to let you know about the things that are coming up this week. So it's the last chance to enter the swing shirt giveaway. If you don't know what that is, go and head over to my YouTube channel now if you're watching. And look on the swing shirt giveaway video and you'll find out how you can actually enter that and win that, which is a really great giveaway, by the way. Tuesday's tips about putting. Thursday's a course live at Wilmslow Golf Club, really great golf course near me. And also, we're filming Thursday with Chris Hansen, European Tour player. Kept his card last year on the European Tour, which is really great. We've got loads of content. We've got a what's in the bag, which everybody's asked for. And finally, if you're watching this week and you really like the advice, we do online lessons. So if you want to contact me, the link is down below. So email me, it's AlexElliottGolf@gmail.com. You send your swings in, then we'll do a Skype call, we'll talk through them, I'll give you improvements, and roughly about 45 minutes usually, and we'll talk through all the improvements, okay? So thank you very much for watching, guys. So this is Nils Strussen. I really appreciate the feedback. You're doing great work. Thank you very much for all the support, guys. Love all the really nice comments. Again, thank you very much for watching. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there as well, by the way. And Dusty Dave, how are you? Great live video, lots of tips noted, as always. Dusty Dave, really thank you for support. And if, by the way, go to my Instagram, look at the hats Dusty Dave sent me. They were so good. I actually used the woolly hat this week because it's been quite cold when I was coaching. So thank you very much for those hats as well. Thank you guys for watching. See you all Tuesday on our putting tips video.